Live, local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
Breaking news moments ago, a federal judge struck down North Carolina's gay marriage ban. Same-sex weddings can take place immediately. Here's a video from earlier today. Same-sex couples and supporters of same-sex marriage gathered inside the Buncombe County Courthouse today for that very reason. Two North Carolina Republican lawmakers filed a legal brief just before noon today, urging that judge to prevent same-sex couples from getting marriage licenses. But as we just learned, that did not happen. The judge made his ruling shortly after 5 o'clock. The Buncombe County Register of Deeds kept his Asheville office open late to begin issuing marriage licenses to waiting couples. And earlier today, we spoke to a couple who told us they wanted to be the first same-sex couple in Buncombe County to get married.
It's coming soon, and we know it's coming. So we'll keep coming back until it happens, for sure.
We believe that love will always win out, and so if not today, it'll be Monday. We'll be on the doorstep, or Tuesday, we'll be on the doorstep.
Did not have to wait that long. Huge news out of North Carolina tonight. Make sure you stay with us on air and on WYFF4.com for updates on this developing story. Now to more breaking news. WYFF News 4's Liz Loheis is live in Liberty this evening. And Liz, we understand at least 2 are dead after a shooting in the Forest View apartments.
Yes, Gabrielle, we are live on the scene, which, as you can see, is cleared now behind me. Investigators cleared the scene just within the last 10 minutes. Here's what we do know. It happened around 2:30 this afternoon. The Liberty police chief says 2 people are dead. 1 person is hurt. Police say 2 of the 3 people involved were the shooters, and it appears all 3 people knew each other. Police aren't sure of a motive. Gabrielle?
And Liz, we understand this apartment is very close to a middle school. Was that middle school put on lockdown?
Yes, that's right. The shooting happened less than a quarter of a mile away from Liberty Middle School. It was not put on lockdown. We asked police officers why. They say they secured the scene and they did not feel like any children were in danger, so they decided to not put the school on lockdown. And we are live here. We're going to have much more information on this story coming up tonight at 11. Liz Loheis, WYFF News 4, live in Liberty.
Liz, thank you very much. Taking a big turn now, and here is a live look at one of the biggest festivals in the upstate. Fall for Greenville just underway less than an hour ago. And we've already got 2 familiar faces there at the festival. John Sesrich and Michael Cogdill got the tough assignment today. We're going to begin with Michael. What's it like up there where you are?
It is delicious up here. Even though we're 3 stories off the street, it is just delicious, both to the ear. There are bands playing everywhere, but oh, the aroma. 400 menu items, more than 40 restaurants, and we have to wait for the vendors to take pity on us. These are the beef bites from Larkins. John Sesrich, a few minutes ago, you had a turkey leg that looked like the turkey had been a prize fighter. What happened to that turkey leg? It's a stupid question. It's a really dumb question.
Well, you know, Michael, I'm very generous, and I actually gave it to that lady, and she went that way. I don't know where it is now. It's somewhere a couple of miles away, but she took the whole turkey leg and just enjoyed it. I told her, enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend. I've got plenty of food. I've got so many restaurants that are so nice here in downtown Greenville, stopping by and bringing me food. It's nice to be at street level, Michael, where I'm not so high up where you are, where they have to bring you the food all the way up through an elevator. I'm just right here off the street. All right, let's take a look and see what it looks like outside right now. Live Super Doppler 4 HD showing a lot of scattered showers and even some strong thunderstorms. Well to our west, though. They're moving in the southwestern mountains of North Carolina. Also, even a small little tornado warning continues very close to Dalton in northwestern Georgia. On the southern edge of that nasty line is some very strong thunderstorms in northwestern Georgia, but just mainly showers now spreading into the southwestern mountains of North Carolina. But temperatures aren't bad, and as you can see in through the upstate, we're nice and dry here in Greenville. Current temperature 80 degrees, summer-like weather. Humidity levels not humid, but not real dry, very comfortable, 70s and 60s in the mountains. So fall for Greenville forecast looks like this then for tonight. Just about a 20-30% chance of a stray shower or thunderstorm around. I think we're in pretty good shape. Everybody's watching this forecast very closely here over my shoulder. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms around the area. Summertime day, highs in the 80s, warm and humid conditions. Then a backdoor front slides in on Sunday. We turn cooler, cloudy skies with a few patches of light rain. Overall, not too bad. I'll talk more about the weekend weather. We'll talk more about this festival coming up a little bit later on.
Hey, we will see you then, John. Thank you. Commitment 2014 now. Gay marriage was among the topics in last night's debate in the U.S. Senate race in North Carolina. That debate was held in Wilmington. Democratic Senator Kay Hagan, Republican Thom Tillis, and Libertarian Sean Haugh all had an opinion on the subject.
I don't think the government should tell anybody who they can love or who they can marry. And what Speaker Tillis is alleging right now is to go out there and spend more state taxpayer dollars on hiring lawyers to continue litigating this issue.
28 months ago, 60% of the people of North Carolina decided that they wanted to define marriage as an institution between a man and a woman. Now, Senator Hagan said it's hurting the economy. Let me tell you what's hurting the economy. Senator Hagan's vote on Obamacare.
And if a majority of people come to us and say, we want this or we want that, but it's unconstitutional or it goes against the principles of a republic, we should be able to stand firm and show some wisdom and say, no, we need to actually protect everybody's rights and let everybody live their lives according to what they see fit, rather than me trying to judge your marriage from Washington, D.C.
This race in North Carolina is expected to be one of a handful to decide which party will control the U.S. Senate. The total number of deaths attributed to the Ebola outbreak in West Africa has risen above 4,000, according to the World Health Organization. The vast majority of them were in the three worst affected countries, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. And Ebola concerns have changed an upstate missionaries' plans to go to one of those countries. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither has more now from Anderson County.
Okay, well, we're going to be traveling like the Strip.
13 missionary trips in 11 years, but this one will be different for Greg Vio.
We actually were planning a trip for these 2 weeks into Sierra Leone, and obviously I don't even believe they would grant us a visa. They told us not to even apply.
For years, Vio has helped build medical clinics and churches in Sierra Leone and Liberia, but concerns over Ebola have forced a change of plans. Vio is now going to India instead.
We feel we will not be able to get into the West Africa for probably over a year. So the best thing we can do for them is pray.
Heartbreaking for this missionary who's built relationships with those now suffering. He considers them like brothers and sisters. Vio says the African government just lifted a 3-day lockdown where everyone had to stay indoors while those in the medical field checked for Ebola in homes. He says they're also learning about ABC there, avoid bodily contact, in an effort to stop Ebola from spreading.
They said it's like the war that was in the past, but you could see the men coming with guns then, and you can't see Ebola.
Vio says his hope and prayer now is that he'll get to go back.
This is from 10 years of traveling through Liberia, Sierra Leone.
He says he'll jump at the first chance he's given to go. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4 in Anderson County.
An update on a bank robbery now. Lyman police tell us Timothy Cleveland was arrested in Greenville with assistance from U.S. Marshals. Police say Cleveland walked into the Wells Fargo Bank on Old Spartanburg Road back on October 1st. They say he handed the teller a note demanding money and got away with cash. Authorities arrested him around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Where's that music? Friday Night Hits, it is time for our game of the week. Mark Dofer is live in Central. Mark, we're waiting for our music, but we can talk about two powerhouse teams tonight, right? Belton Honey of Path and Daniel.
That's right. For the second consecutive week, our game of the week is coming from Western 3A. We've been in this region before. We're going to be here again because this region features 4 of the best 3A teams in the state when you talk about Wren, Seneca, and of course BHP and Daniel. That's why we're here tonight, a big battle between the Bears and the Lions. There are some other good games to watch around the area tonight if we can take a look. In Roebuck, Spartanburg squares off with top-ranked Dorman. The Cavaliers have navigated a really tough schedule. They're undefeated heading into tonight's game against Spartanburg. Hillcrest is at Greenville tonight. Rams coming off their first loss of the season. This is an interesting matchup because these two schools are only separated by about 20 miles, but this is the first time they've met on the gridiron in 35 years. Wren is at West Oak tonight. The Hurricanes trying to stay undefeated. Wren won their last 2 games with last-second touchdowns. I'm sure Jeff Tate would like a little breathing room tonight, make things a little bit easier against West Oak. But here in Central, we are waiting for Belton Honeypath and Daniel. The Bears have just arrived here at Singleton Field. We expect a great game between these two teams. These teams are rivals. They always seem to be playing with something on the line. Generally, it's the region championship. Certainly tonight, the team that wins this game is still in the hunt for that region championship. The team that loses has a lot of ground to make up over the next couple of weeks. We're live in Central. Mark Dofer, WYFF News 4.